Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first podcast. I don't know what to call it. We'll just call it the Z News. Now, you can just call me Z, where I'm going to report a lot on games, Pokemon, Magic, Overwatch League. Kind of get you the guys the news, the scoop, and everything. Have a little fun with it. And for my first broadcast, we're going to be looking into the new cards released today, actually, for Magic, the core set of 2019. We have a Tezzeret, ladies and gentlemen. Tezzeret, Cruel. I'm sorry, I thought they cut off some of the name. Mechanist? Mechist? Mechanist. Jokes aside. It is a 2 blue, 4 colors, obviously legendary planeswalker, Tezzeret. We don't know its loyalty. They cut off its loyalty of what it starts at. So that's a little unknown to us. But it does have a +1 draw card. That's it. No draw at this card. No draw, lose a life. No downsides. It's just straight up draw card. His 0 is until your next turn, target artifact you control becomes a 5/5 creature in addition to its other types. It's pretty interesting, that's a Tezzeret thing there. Turning, artifacts, well, not turning artifacts becoming things with him. But he has a -7. Put any number of cards from your hand onto the battlefield face down. Face down, not face up. It says 5, and then it's cut off. I'm assuming 5/5. 5/5 artifact creatures. So essentially, if you're a draw power deck, and you have no maximum hand size, or let's just say you draw 13 cards when the turn. You have a haste enabler, go, alright, next 7. 13 cards, they're 5/5s. Swing. It's kind of interesting. Me personally, I'm actually an artifact player. I actually really like Tezzeret. But this one, it's kind of weird. I feel like the -7 is good if you have the right situation. And you can't flip them up unless you have a way to do it. Like, it's not morph or anything. You just put them down. They don't disappear, though. They are artifacts, right? Yes, they are artifact creatures. So, it's really interesting to see that actually happen. His 0 is actually really nice. I really like his 0. It's his plus that I really like the most. But that's not the only card that's been revealed. Unfortunately, only 2 cards were revealed today. But I think we can all agree that everybody's excited for a new Liliana. That's right, we got a new Liliana. Liliana the Necromancer. 2 black, 3 colorless. +1, target player loses 2 life. I'm not kidding. +2, sorry. I think I said +2, +1. Not kidding, just +1, target player loses 2 life. That's it. Oh, we don't know her loyalty either. It's cut off. I forgot to mention that. But that's it. No downside. No target player loses 2 life. You sacrifice a creature or anything. Just target player loses 2 life. Neg 1. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's actually pretty good because it's not like -1, this creature, top of library. No, goes to hand. So there's plenty of use of that, even for commander. Like if you're playing a Kaalia deck and someone's killing your fire for Kaalia. Like let's just say Master Cruelties for the heck of it. So someone kills Master Cruelties and you can win with Master Cruelties. I had to think about that for a moment. Let's say you play Liliana -1, get Master Cruelties back to hand, swing Kaalia, Master Cruelties. It's all possible. Like that's kind of the thing I'm thinking with this one. The -7 is destroy up to 2 target creatures, put up, and it's kind of cut off, but oh no, that's actually the end of that sentence. My bad, I'm sorry. It's destroy up to 2 target creatures, period. I'm going to specify that for a reason. Put up to 2 creatures, from graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. So it's you destroy 2 creatures, then reanimate 2. But it's a period. So let's say you want to get rid of 2 creatures that are completely in your way. but you like those creatures. Like, let's say it's something that gives, like, trample or something that doubles your mana or something. You go, oh, I could use those. Destroy those two. They're mine now. Because there is a period. It's not comma. It's a period. So you do two different things for this -7. And it's fantastic. This Liliana being a 5-drop, I honestly think is better than Tezzeret. But, yeah, it's really cool. And the art's really cool, actually. I'm going to go into the art now, because it's Liliana holding up her hands. You see the purple, like, aura and everything. Like, I'm really bad with describing art, actually. Because I don't know how to describe this. The art's really cool. And by the way, this is just, to cite my sources and everything. I'm getting this off of mythicspoiler.com. I'm not sponsoring or anything. I just want to make sure I cite my resources so you guys can take a look. Because like I said, I can't describe art. Like, I could say, oh, Tezzeret with his classic hand and red lightning and all that. I'm really not good with it. But, this Tezzeret actually is more mana than the Liliana. And that's really interesting. I wonder if people will actually play this Tezzeret. I personally don't think so. He's too much mana. Because essentially you just want to draw the card that you get from him. If he started like maybe... Like, we don't know the loyalties either. That's the other thing. Because for ours, we know this Tezzeret could already be at 7 loyalty for the fun in games and everything. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on a podcast. But, we don't know that. If it's maybe 5, yeah, maybe a little worth it. Same thing with the Liliana. I mean, the Liliana is already a 5-drop as is. And it's 2 black, but you're going to get the value off it. Because the +1, the target player loses 2 life, is pretty strong. It's not they take 2. It's not like they reduce their life to 2. They lose 2 life. Which is very different, and it actually does matter. Because this is loss of life, so you can't target a Planeswalker with that either. I just realized that. And the -1 is actually not that bad. It really isn't. There could be a lot of synergy with that. Especially, like... top of my head, I could think a Dredge would work with this for some reason. But, the -7 kind of makes it really worth it. I mean, especially if you're playing Commander. This is definitely a card you'll see in Commander, I think. The ability to destroy 2 creatures and possibly reanimate them. And you don't have to reanimate those 2 cards. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you have to. There could be 2 cards in your graveyard that you want to reanimate that are way better. And you could just be picking off things that are in your way. But, I definitely see this card being played in Commander over Tezzeret. Standard? Yeah, maybe. Maybe Liliana in Standard. Sealed, probably for be Tezzeret, because, draw power. Modern? I don't know. We don't know the loyalty of Liliana. Just like with the Tezzeret. As far as we know, Liliana could be at 7 for no reason either. But it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to have to follow through for the entire set and everything and see how everything goes. Because this is technically actually 3 of the Planeswalkers now revealed. If you have not been paying attention to the spoilers, I will talk about actually the other Planeswalker, who is Vivien. Vivien Reid? Raider? Ah? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's 2 green, 3 colorless. Legendary Planeswalker Vivien. +1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library and reveal a creature or land card from among them and put them to your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. So, this kind of sounds a little like... I don't remember which Nissa, but one of the Nissa lets you look at the top card. If it's a creature or land, you put it into play or something. I don't remember. But you get to look at the top 4, not the top card, which is really good. Oh, by the way, she starts at 5 loyalty. I don't know why, but I completely assumed that she didn't have loyalty. But, she starts at 5, and that's a +1. Her -3 is actually really good. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. So, for -3, like if you just started out like in Commander, you want to get rid of an artifact or enchantment, maybe even a creature for flying. She goes down to 2 loyalty. That's actually really good for a 5-drop Planeswalker, I think, at a green. Because you get so many opportunities. In fact, this could actually be seen in Standard because of all the historic spells being played, possibly. I mean, I don't play too much Standard. I mean, Modern, maybe Modern. I don't know what green decks this would go into. I don't follow up with the meta. It could maybe disrupt a bit of Affinity, but we don't know. We honestly don't know. Now, I want to get into the ult. It's a -8. Yes, -8. It's pretty big. Don't freak out right now. Don't freak out that it's a big number, because it's worth it. You get an emblem with creatures you control, get +2/+2, and have Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. Indestructible. Yeah, that's right. Indestructible, Vigilance, and Trample. That's insane. For a green deck, this would be very, very profitable. Because most green decks, you're ramping, and you're making a bunch of creatures. In fact, I'm looking at this card, and the only thing I can think of is my Azuri Claw progress. Because with her +1, I could get, creatures that I need for experience counters. What happens with a land? Does it say creature or land from among them and put it into your hand? Oh, you may reveal so it's 1. Even for land ramp, like this card screams out, I want to play creatures and lands! And then she just decides to go, no, I just want to play creatures! So it's really good to think that I could potentially put this in my own Azuri deck for Commander. Make a bunch of tokens and everything, get them experienced. Have like, I don't know, a 35/35 creature or something, and pop off her emblem and go, boom! Vigilance, Trample, Indestructible. What are you gonna do? And then just swing. And they don't untap, actually. They don't tap. I almost said they don't untap. That completely just went over my head, because I was thinking the Trample, Indestructible. I forgot, Vigilance. So, now you got that giant creature that doesn't tap. Now, will that be seen in Standard? That, I don't know. I really don't know. Modern, it's unknown. Commander Play, this is going to be definitely a Commander Play card. Because her plus and her -3 are going to be used a lot. The plus, if you're playing a creature or land deck, I mean, maybe even Omnath, maybe not. But the -3 is definitely very liable because, players play artifact artifact enchantments or flyers. I almost said creatures, but she doesn't target any creature, or particularly. It targets a creature with flying. Little limited, but it still works. It does seriously still work. But, yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to go into, like, the old news cards, because, if you follow up Magic and everything, this is normal. I'm going to try to upload as soon as I can with these episodes and everything. They could be showing up on my YouTube, too, as part of a thing. I'm brand new. I don't know how service looks and everything for these sites. But, my channel name is the same as my own. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is very awkward because you already know my name, Z Kachalfi. But, on the podcast, you can just call me Z or whatever you please. But, until then, stay nerdy.